Hello, my name is Murray Wilkinson from FutureGen Solutions. Today I'd like to talk to you about a very special graph. The graph in front of you is kindly provided by Peter Thornhill of Motivated Money. Peter Thornhill is a long-time investment professional, lecturer, and certainly personal mentor to myself, who espouses a certain philosophy of investing which has proven fulsome and successful over the duration of time. His book, if you wish to actually buy it, may be bought from the Motivated Money website. Today I'm actually using an extract from his book, this graph, and we use this graph frequently with clients of our company. The reason why we use it is because it takes a long-term strategic position, and it compares investing in industrial shares over the longer term with term deposits. The key thing from the graph you'll notice firstly is that the graph duration is from 1979 to 2016, so it's quite a long period of time. From that period of time, we're able to see that looking at the term deposit capital value line, that is the straight red line, we see that the value of a term deposit in this case has remained consistent all the way through. So in this case, if we had $100,000 and we invested that money, the value of that term deposit will remain consistent all the way throughout. As we can see from the red bars, interest rates on term deposits have increased. From 1980 they increased quite significantly, whereupon from 1991, 1992 they started to decline. And since then, interest rates have been on a general decline through until 2016, 2017, where they remain at the lowest level they have since World War II. So if you had been investing in term deposits, it's quite easy to see that the income that you would have received from your investment in term deposits would not have kept up with the rate of inflation in Australia. So your actual capital value would have gone backwards. Not to mention the fact that the value of the term deposit itself has declined. Its purchasing power has also declined over those years. You've still got $100,000. If we compare and contrast that with investing $100,000 in industrial shares over the same period, we see a very different story. You'll notice that the trade-off for investing in industrial shares versus term deposits is the volatility of the investment. The volatility of the investment refers to the ups and downs on a daily basis of the price of industrial shares. You can see from 1980 to 2016 that the yellow line of average is jagged, which shows the ups and downs of the share market. But over time, if we run a line of average, we can see that the original $100,000 invested has increased to just over $1.8 million. So the value of your investment has increased more than 18 times. We can also see that the value of the income that's been coming out of these investments has also been increasing, and this is the key feature. We can see the yellow lines, the yellow bar lines, represent the rising income nature. We can see from 1988-90 that there were some rising bar lines, that in 90 with the recession that occurred, income fell for a period but then started to rebuild. And even if, as we went through up until 2008-9 when we had the global financial crisis, we saw that the income line fell, but that the income line, that is the dividends generated from the investments, has since rebounded and returned. So today, if you had been an investor who invested 100,000 industrial shares, apart from having $1.8 million in actual stock, you'd also be deriving an income stream in excess of $80,000 a year, far greater than the $100,000 that you would have invested in term deposits, which would currently be generating a rate of return less than $2,500 a year. So I hope today to give you an example a potted history of the Australian industrial share market over that period, and why taking a long-term approach, bearing in mind the volatility, will certainly be one of the key ingredients and success factors to you accumulating wealth. Thanks for your time today, and if you've got any questions, please feel free to touch base or call us at Future Gen Solutions.